Hi, this is a short recording on Kubeflix. Kubeflix is an open source project that provides Netflix integration with Kubernetes. In particular, it supports Hystrix, Ribbon, and Turbine. All three are Netflix projects. Hystrix is an implementation of the circuit breaker pattern for Java. Ribbon is an IPC framework with load balancing capabilities. And Turbine is an aggregator for Hystrix metric streams so that they can be fed to Hystrix dashboard, which provides the eye candy and visualization for Hystrix metrics. The project provides Ribbon discovery for Kubernetes. It allows Ribbon to discover servers that are providing a specific service. Pretty much the same applies to the Turbine discovery module. It allows Turbine to discover which containers are exporting and exposing their Hystrix metrics, and it also provides a repackaging of the Turbine server and the Hystrix dashboard as Docker containers with Kubernetes configuration. It also provides a set of examples, and I would like to focus on the loan broker example. The use case here, I hope it's self-explanatory, is a customer going to a loan broker to request a loan. The loan broker forwards the request to one or more banks. Each bank communicates with a credit bureau in order to obtain information about the credit worthiness of the client, and they respond back to the loan broker with a proposed rate. The loan broker aggregates all results and presents them to the client. This example is really popular in the enterprise integration space, mostly because it demonstrates how you can compose services together. And that's the main reason why I consider it really fitting in our current use case, because it allows us to understand how we can use Kubernetes services in order to discover things, and how we can use Ribbon for inter-process communication and things like that. In this example, each square is represented by a Docker container which provides a REST endpoint, and we are using Kubernetes services to discover those REST endpoints, and we use Ribbon in order to reach those. I'm going to start by building and deploying the loan broker. I'm going to the examples folder, loan broker folder, broker, and doing a Maven build, Docker build, and finally I'm applying my configuration to Kubernetes. Okay, now it's a good time to pop to my IDE and show you how the broker controller looks like. It's a REST controller that's providing the code endpoint, which accepts as parameters the social security number, the amount, and the duration of the loan. It forwards this request to one or more banks, which are discovered using Kubernetes services that are providing a specific label, project name equals load balancer bank. And then it collects the results, it aggregates them, and sends them back to the customer. Just in time, my Docker container has been built, and my configuration has been applied. I can see that also in my console, the loan broker service is available. And before I'm able to use the broker, I need to create at least one bank. We're going to the bank project. And I'm going to follow the exact same steps: Maven build, Docker build, apply configuration to Kubernetes. Only this time, I'm going to pass some external configuration, like the bank ID, the bank name, and the base rate that the bank is going to use. Again, I'm going to pop to my IDE to show you the bank controller. Again, we have a REST controller powered by Spring Boot. We have a REST endpoint that accepts all those values, only this time is using a Ribbon-powered REST template in order to find and communicate the credit bureau to obtain the score for the particular social security number, use that score in its calculation so that it can return the code back to the loan broker. Just in time, my container has been built, my replication controller has been created, and let's create a couple of more banks. This time I'm going to skip the Docker build part because all the banks will be using the exact same container, and what will differentiate them is that they will use different external configuration, like different bank IDs, different bank names, and different rate, of course. And let's create another one. We'll call it bank 3 this time. We can go and see the console as we wait for bank 3. As you can see, we have services for bank 1 and bank 2, and all these three services have the specified label project equals loan broker that is used from the broker in order to discover which banks are available in our cluster. So the last step is to create the credit agency, and I'm going to the credit bureau folder, and I will do again a Maven build, Docker build, and apply my configuration to Fabricate. My Docker container is ready, my Docker image is ready, and my replication controller is also ready. Again, in my console, I can see that the service has been registered. Let's give it a try. The endpoint is eval, and my social security number is this one, and I got 24 out of 1000. I didn't score that well, but who cares? Okay. And let's use the loan broker in order to request a loan. We are going to use the code. We'll specify a social security number, duration, and also an amount, and I'll go for 1,000 euros. Okay, and as you can see, Bank 1 responded with a proposed rate of 20.6, Bank 2 22.6, and Bank 3 23.6. That's cool. We closed the full circle. We went to the loan broker went to all of three banks, used my 24 score, and the loan broker aggregated the results and displayed that back to me. What I would like to do now is to show you how the Hystrix dashboard looks like. I have already deployed the Hystrix dashboard inside Kubernetes. When you first visit the Hystrix dashboard, you need to configure which is the stream that you're going to use. Our version of the Hystrix dashboard comes pre-configured so that it points to the Turbine server, that it is also running inside Kubernetes, and we'll click Monitor. Okay, and this is how the Hystrix dashboard looks like for the example we just ran. We have two circuit breakers. The first one is the circuit breaker from each bank to the credit bureau, and the second one is from the loan broker to each bank. And we have additional configuration like thread pools for each bank and things like that. This is it. I hope that it made sense and you enjoyed it. Have fun!